In Montgomery County, there are a lot of families that fall into the low-income level. Some of these families could really stand to benefit from some simple design changes in their homes to make their lives a lot better. Learn more about a group of designers that are doing just that next on Connecting Our Community. Hi everybody, I'm Karen Allen. Welcome to Connecting Our Community. Tonight our guest is Bethany Portner, founder and president of Transformations of Montgomery County. Transformations works with low-income female head of household and their families living in Montgomery County to try and make a big impact on their lives using some simple design improvements in their homes. Welcome to the program, Bethany. Thank you so much for joining us. You have a stellar design background, founder of Portner Design Group for so many years. I understand where the design part comes from. Where did this other part come from?
Well, the germ for Transformations began actually more than 40 years ago when I first started doing interior design. And I noticed that when our clients had a space that was designed for them, that made them feel comfortable and really at home, they practically purred, and that was wonderful. But it also made me think about all the people who are really stressed, who could really benefit from this and will never be able to have it because they won't be able to afford it. That was the first thought. And it took many, many years of wondering, while life went on and business went on, what I could do about it. That's how the idea started. And then a couple of years ago, I decided, you know what? You're not a spring chicken anymore. If you're going to do something, it's time to do it. And that's when it started.
It's a wonderful idea, and especially in this economy when it's so hard to furnish and to figure out what goes what. And everybody knows that their home is their sanctuary.
That's exactly right.
It's the greatest gift you can give.
It's a place to feel safe and comfortable, to have your personal taste express who you are, but also to envelope you, so that when you come home you feel safe and secure and glad to be there.
And when you're raising children and you want them to feel very rooted, very together, comfort, you know, within your family, and you can give them that pattern, you can give them that, you know, that I guess stability in a design. It's so true. The aesthetics say a lot. They don't have to be expensive. They just have to be something that is you. And
you know, that's true for absolutely everyone, but for our clients it's especially true, because our clients have had a very rough time. Our clients are, by the way, low-income head of household women in Montgomery County, and they may have just come out of a shelter, they may be in subsidized housing, and they may have been given from various agencies like a Wider Circle, they may have been given someone else's used bed and dresser and kitchen table and chairs, and that's wonderful.
Right.
But it doesn't feel personal and like home yet, and that's what we work on. And we do that for the mother, and we do that for her children who also have been through a very difficult period.
That's amazing. How do you work it? How do you go about it? Where do you find your clients from, and then how do you actually service them? And I know you need tons of volunteers for that.
We need lots of volunteers always. Good question. Where do our clients come from? Because there's such an enormous need. But we've partnered with some wonderful organizations, starting with a Wider Circle, and we found our first client through a Wider Circle.
Now,
and
tell us what a Wider Circle is first.
A Wider Circle is a phenomenal nonprofit organization that accepts gently used home furnishings. They've branched out to do more. They also have some food and other wonderful things, but our focus has been on their home furnishings. There's a waiting line because there's such a huge need, but they get things in all the time. They're willing to come and pick up used furniture. So someone can be referred through another agency, for example, Interfaith Works, to a Wider Circle, and they can sign up for certain pieces of furniture and get them that way so that there's at least a bed to sleep on. Now, a Wider Circle and our organization, Transformations, are both very focused on creating a sense of dignity, of safety, because when someone's sleeping on the floor and their clothes are in a black garbage bag, it's hard to have a sense of dignity and a sense of what else you can become in life. So this is what we do. We focus on the woman we find out what it would take to have her feel that there are possibilities in her life, that when she comes home from job hunting or from some classes that she might be taking at Montgomery College, she feels relaxed, she can exhale, she can sit down and have a place to pay bills. Perhaps her child can have a dedicated place to do homework with decent lighting, so he has a better chance to succeed in life, and that's what it's about.
It's amazing. Nobody's doing this. You know, there's been a rise of shows, HGTV, Nate Berkus, all these shows. Oprah bought somebody a house, but nobody is regularly taking on what you are doing in this area, you know, furnishings for, I mean, obviously people have taken on trying to get people housing. That is definitely happening. But this is such a great idea because nobody's actually getting them furnishings, which is so important.
And what's exciting, one of the many things that's exciting about this, I have to say it's a wonderful organization, is that we are about to expand. We are going to create more than one central group doing this. We will have pods of under other designers and other teams so that we can spread out and we can help more families in the county.
That's a great idea. Will they be designer pods or they'll be like area, like you know, areas of the county pods, like Gaithersburg, Germantown, that kind of thing, neighborhood pods?
Yeah. So far, there are a couple of people who, other designers, who are going to help us in this capacity, and they're in various places of the county. So that may have some impact, but it doesn't really matter because every place in the county is really pretty much accessible to all of us, and we'll have teams that are composed of people that might not be in our own town. We all work together on the job. Our current client happens to be in Germantown, and many of the team of volunteers are other places, Bethesda, Rockville. It doesn't matter. It's all good, and the trips aren't that far.
Not too far, right?
No,
it's
not
not
at
like
all.
it's across country.
Not at all.
How will you hope to accomplish this? Like, take me through. Like, how would you service a client? Like, for example, does she, you know, choosing like the color or the material, or, you know, I guess choosing through donations. You know, how does it work?
Right. What we find out from the client is what colors, for example, she particularly likes, what colors she wouldn't want to see in her home at all, and we walk around the space with her and find out how it's being used and help determine with her if there are some areas that could be used better. Does she need more storage pieces, for example? How's the lighting situation? And because we depend on donations of items, sometimes of gift cards or of checks, and that's wonderful too, but sometimes we're depending on donations, so there's only so specific that we can get. And we let our clients know that we're going to be asking for donations of things that will work for her and help make it feel like home, that are in her taste and function as she needs them. But we can't promise that there will be a particular thing. I don't want people to assume that they can have anything because we've come on the scene, because we have to depend on donations that we get. The kindness
of others.
The kindness of others, absolutely.
And of course it's tax deductible
and
because you're a 501c3.
Let me tell you about that. We have partnered with wonderful angels, and one of the angels is an organization, another nonprofit called Primary Care Coalition, PCC. They are mentoring us. We're relatively new. We've been doing this less than 2 years now and incorporated only in March. And the process of becoming your own 501c3 takes a long time. We're in the middle of that process. We don't have that designation yet. But we have Primary Care Coalition, who has stepped up and volunteered to be our fiscal sponsor and our mentor. And because of them, yes, we can offer tax donation receipts.
It's the same thing
to
as
our
being,
donors.
Even though you're on your way, it's like they're doing it for you.
They're doing that part of it for us, and they've been helpful in answering questions on this onerous
that
26
really is angelic.
page for
so you're
fantastic.
Just,
it's a miracle.
That's great.
It's a
so
miracle.
You do tax deductions. Because I know, for example, that you send out emails asking for a bunch. You have like a wish list.
We
like,
have
and
a
whoever
wish
can
list.
help on your
To get back to your question,
Yeah.
after we've interviewed the client,
which is great,
we then make up a wish list and we send it out to anybody who has agreed to be on our wish list and some who haven't. There's
Right.
there's an opt-out line at the bottom, but our board members, we have 7 people, we have a wonderful board, and they all know other people and belong to other organizations, so a lot of people get to see this wish list. And I'm hoping that people who are hearing me talk about it now will also go to our website, because there is a place that says, and you'll get information on how to get to our website, but there's a contact us button, so that we can be in contact with each other, and we will be getting the wish list up on the website as well.
That is what this show is all about, and
Wonderful.
Bethany, that's what the show is for. We'll of course be giving you that website at the end of the show, but in the meantime we're going to take a break and let this all sink in, and when we come back, of course you'll have that pencil or pen, or you'll be at the computer ready to type it in. We'll have the website for you and more from Bethany Portner, so don't go anywhere. No, don't touch that dial. Stay with us.